Hey, welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. Can you guys see me, hear me? All good. Welcome back to another Moonscape and Seascape stream. I'm your host, Jessie. How's it going, lovely people? Happy Friday. So today, before we start our stream, I just want to give a shout out to everyone that our Moonscape early access phase 2 is about to finish. So our early access phase 2 will finish this Sunday, 10 a.m. UTC time on Sunday. So don't forget to go collect all of your rewards, and all the instruction will be in our website. So make sure you go to see all of the instruction. If you don't know where to go to, just go to seascape.network and you can go to the blog. And if not, later you can see on our social media as well. So don't forget to go collect and do all of the instruction that's needed. And there are also another things that I would like to give a shout out to, which is after the early access phase 2, we will be moving on. The next one will be very exciting, open beta. So in open beta, which is after the early access phase 2, we will allow everyone, everyone can play. It is a free to play game. Everyone can join. Everyone can play this Moonscape game. You don't need to stake any NFT or connect your wallet. You can play it as a traditional game and just have fun. And also, you can also enjoy the DeFi function inside it as well. So it's really exciting. So please stay tuned to all of our social for the latest news and to see when we're going to push out our open beta, which is super exciting. And hello to all of the people that's watching us. Hello Binance users and all of the people that's chatting on the live stream. Without further ado, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask in the live comment section. Without further ado, let me introduce our guest today. So today, as you can see on the poster, we're going to continue our roleplay since last week. So let me welcome back our old cast member. Ladies first, so I will introduce Shar back. Hello, Shar.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
what's going on?
Good. Let me introduce the other people. So let's welcome Ellen and Simon.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hope all
What's
of you are
up,
doing well.
guys?
I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, Seascape represent.
Seascape.
Yeah.
Simon feel left alone.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm being
I will send you a short.
Thank you.
You can just draw it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loving it. So it's Friday. I am already drinking a glass of wine. I hope that's allowed.
Yeah. Only the GM cannot drink, but the players feel free.
Only the G. Is that a thing? Is that a thing in
that
case?
Not all the time, but yes, kind of.
I see. Today's ladies' night. Yes.
Enjoy.
The boys have to stay sober.
All right. Cool. Well, what about Simon? You're not gonna drink anything? Just water?
Yeah, it's not night for me yet. It's 2. So I'll rather stay clear of the alcohol for now. Maybe later today.
I'm not going
now,
to comment on that because I'm not going to say it online in front of thousands of people. But okay.
We kind of know what you're gonna say, but yes, it's okay.
No beer before 4. That's.
But there's always 5 p.m. somewhere in the world.
It's always 5 p.m.
For me, it's 8 p.m. So you can just say that you feel very Asian in your soul, and it's just...
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So encouraging everyone to have fun with us. All right. I think I want to do some throwback. Do any of you still remember what happened last time?
We had a race. Simon was a bit of a expletive. Kept trying to sabotage people. Can't believe he did that. How dare he?
Ah.
Then we got called to the front lines of the city to do battle, and we did some battle. We blew one of them to smithereens, and then it turns out that someone says that our mayor or whoever the leader is of our city broke a peace treaty, broke a promise, which meant that we are at war with them now, and they've sent a stupidly powerful uh, rover to come and I don't know, ram up our behinds or something, whatever it is that rovers do. So
Basically,
great.
yes.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, thank you for the recap. That couldn't be better. Yes, and also the fake beer Simon was trying to get to me.
Yeah, I've been
We
brewing.
still
I've
don't
been
know.
brewing.
You've been brewing since
Yes,
last week.
exactly. For a
I
very
see. I
special
see.
surprise.
Ah, you know my birthday's coming. Are you like going to give it to me on my birthday?
We'll see. We'll see.
Just like super fermented. Like,
The ultimate fermentation. Yeah.
beer is fermented, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I think that's fermentation. Yeah. So
Cool.
it's just alcoholic
All right.
kimchi, basically.
Yeah. All right. Let me pull out my Roll20 share screen. All right. Yeah, last thing is this, right?
So the first thing everyone is going to do is please change your avatar to the respective rover instead of having that weird mosaic that Roll20 put for
I
some reason.
almost forgot. I'm so
Cool.
glad that you already write E-Link next to it, so like I know which one is mine.
Yes. So if you, so what the first thing I wanted to do, because this is the actual first time ever that we have a game that continues instead of finishing in the same streaming, I think. But I don't remember when Char, did we ever continue again?
yeah,
Or we
we did have one that was broken into two.
Okay, well, but the point is that I'm going to give you EXP. So how are we going to handle that? Is that just if you can click on the one that say journal, it's literally next to the on the top part, on the top right part. No, go up a little up. Yeah, it's next to right now. There is a that.
Yeah.
And then you click on yours, and you click on
Can anyone else hear him?
I couldn't hear him. Well,
What about now?
Yeah, perfect now.
Okay. So you have 3 abilities. So power, maneuverability, and resistance. And those are automatically added to your skills. So you are going to tell me which one you want to increase and give you 1 point.
I want to increase my power.
Okay, so please move it to put it in 5. So just simply delete the 4 and put 5. In the current part. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and now Simon, I think you can go to his character.
Yeah.
So it will be Frank. No. Just click exit with the
okay.
Automatically. So for Frank, you click on him and do the same, attributes and abilities. And now, which one you want to increase?
I wanna up my resistance. Be a bit more
so,
tanky.
Let's put it on 3 resistance. And 3. Oh wait, my computer is acting up now. And now it will be Nebula. Char, which one you want to increase?
I guess resistance. Let's go with resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or power. Son of a bitch. Okay. Resistance.
Yeah. I think your tractor should have a bit more resistance already, Char.
Yeah.
Special
Ability is plowing a field.
And now there are a lot of rovers on the screen. I have no idea why. Okay. Yeah, because your avatars are overlapping on top, so it looks like there are 6 rovers instead of 3. Okay, so we finished the last session with the most deadly rover in existence, the Intimidator, coming to destroy your city because your owner, major, I don't know how it's going to be called. Actually, that's a good question. How is going to be called the leader of a city on Moonscape? You guys decide.
Who? Like the name?
Yes. So it will be like the governor, the mayor, the great leader. How you want to call it?
I'll leave the naming to Godmother Shar.
Yes, please.
Naming? I don't
Yes.
know.
How the name?
You
how
are
the
super
leader of
good
a
at
city
naming.
should be called.
Wait, how the name of what should be called?
The leader of a city.
A mayor? I don't. It seems to me like a mayor.
Okay, so mayor. So the mayor of the city decide to break a treaty, basically a peace treaty that say, okay, everyone in the area, don't attack me, and I don't going to attack you. And he break it and went and sent a group of robbers, of soldiers, and to destroy another city and steal the resources as usual. So this is payback. So before we start the massacre, do you want to do anything? Let's start in the order of the Binance live chat. So Jassy first. So
Right.
Eileen, do you want to do anything before the combat starts?
I'm going to cook everyone a really delicious.
Okay, no, wait. This is going to happen like 30 seconds after the other Robert.
It's
there
like
is no
30
time
seconds.
to cook.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So 30 seconds. All right. I gear up. I put on my suit. I have a resistance suit.
Okay, so in case that will be that if your rover is destroyed, you will be able to leave without damage, instead of like the 2 guys that you literally killed in this previous session.
Yeah.
Now, Char, what do you want to do before the massacre starts? You imagine you have 40 seconds. Not like a lot.
I want to drive to the farther turrets and kind of hide behind the turret, so that I'm a little bit farther away from the major damage.
Okay, you literally can move your character, or I can move to you.
There we go.
All right, and Simon, what do you want to do? You have 40 seconds.
I'll already move my character. I'll hide behind Shah and the turret. There we go.
Okay. So basically, okay, everyone is hiding from the guy. Sure. And now, please, everyone make a roll of drive, and we will use that as a turn order. Who will go first?
Drive.
Where is my drive?
So click on your character, and it will show all the. Okay, wait a second. So let me delete the ones that we are not.
Last.
Okay, so the 13, 19. So the first one will be Eileen as usual, because the rover is much faster. Then Simon, then Nebula, Front and Nebula, and let me see this guy. The enemy is going to do a. Wow, it's really bad. Okay, so it just managed
There's
to be
something wrong with your dice.
I literally need to change this because. Okay, so Eileen, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
So
okay, but let me before you do, tell me what to you start your turn. If you don't know what to do, because to me it's very important that you players and the characters are different people, right? So because that's the point of role playing. So if you don't know what to do and you want some suggestions, I can give you. And also, but the most important thing is that you have an open communication channel with the enemy, because the enemy talked to you three before. But you could just talk with the enemy if you want, instead of just launching a missile. By the way, you don't have more missiles. You have 0 missiles.
Oh, right! I used them all! Okay, and I'm first. Wow. Damn. Okay.
You're first.
I want to talk to them and see if there's any way we can make peace out of it.
Okay, talk.
Hi, invaders. No, I shouldn't call them invaders. That's bad. Okay. Hello, people from the outside world. Is there any way we can make peace out of it? We have very good beers here. So how about we just treat you some good beers and you don't attack us?
So the thing is that you don't recognize any kind of, how to say, of sign of what kind of person you are talking to, because it's using like a voice modifier. So you don't know like gender or age or anything like cultural thing that can give you some idea.
Okay.
It's just it sounds like when you make a voice modifier, like to it sounds like generic.
Yeah.
And that person tells you, do you realize what is happening? Like your major make a peace treaty, says not going to attack, says please don't attack me. It literally called the city do not raid Topia, to like don't attack me. I am peaceful person. And when it destroyed a bunch of our city to steal the resources, you think a few beers is going to change my mind?
Oh, I'm so bad at negotiating. It is still my turn. Okay.
You could mute and talk to your other co-robber.
I mute and I ask Nebula what does she think about it. What can we say?
How do we know that we haven't been betrayed? Like, how do we know? How do they know it was definitely us? Like, what if it's someone pretending to be us just so that they could come and attack us?
Also remember that the turrets and the shield of the city is not working, so there is definitely some infiltration in the city.
Yeah.
So ask her, like, what evidence does she have that it?
By the way, you could talk to her, to the driver by yourself. Like, all of you have the open channel in the.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't know if, like, after Jassie's turn, if it's gonna be her turn and she's just gonna like destroy us. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
So what are the evidence you have to know that it's us? What if it's someone else? I'm talking to the person.
So the person tells you, okay, first of all, I work around the whole moon. I don't belong to a place, but I had family in the city that was destroyed. So I do have personal stakes to be here. But how do I know? I don't. The leaders of the other cities say it was your city attacking, and but I do what I am commanded to. So it's like a very military reply.
Frank, what do you think?
I would first of all emphasize how good our beers are. Pretty good. And after that, I would say just blindly following orders is probably never the best strategy. And I would try to reason with them, because just like destroying, killing.
Okay, because as I say, the players and the characters are two very different things. You can tell me what you want to say, but if you don't know, we roll, and depending on the result of the roll, you succeed or not.
Okay, I would try to reason with them, right? That we are very sorry for the loss, and that we don't think that just like going out destroying without proper evidence, without hearing us first, killing countless lives or ending countless lives is a good idea. Just on a whim, right? That stuff shouldn't just occur. We need to
Okay.
talk about it.
So let's make one roll for the whole thing. Who wants to roll? So try to convince that pilot to leave you alone, and try to find more evidence that it was not from your city.
What kind of roll is it?
1d20, and the difficulty will be no attribute. So the result of the roll will be it's super easy to roll. So Jassy, if you go to the big die on the left, it's on top of the interrogation. No, so down. It's on top of the interrogation mark. It's like a thing. So down there. So there you can see literal roll 20.
How can I take this away? How can I take this away? Okay.
Okay, like this.
Okay.
So if you can scroll down to the D20 and just click on it.
D20? Just click this?
Yes. So just do it so everyone knows what. Yeah, like that. And that is the roll. That is going to be the roll.
Okay.
Difficulty 14. What's the roll? If you fail, we start the attack. Okay, yes. No, I mean, everyone can see the roll. It's just
That's true.
I mean, in the chat, it will appear. No, that is the amount of dice. So 2 dice, 3 dice, 4 dice.
Okay,
How
okay.
many dice? Is it one die?
Yeah, only one. So you need to roll D20 and the difficulty 14. If you fail, the Intimidator will attack. If you win, the Intimidator is convinced that it needs to get more proof.
Who's gonna roll?
You 3 decide.
You roll, Jassy. You have
Yeah,
the
that's
highest.
just
Wait, where is
okay.
great
one
at
die?
rolling.
Is it?
Where's 14? What?
No, you
No.
just press the
Just click on
D20.
the D20, like the words.
Okay.
And
I
the
just clicked
result,
this, right?
the result should be 14 or more.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness! I just rolled 3. Okay.
Ooh. Well.
Wait.
Well.
Wow.
Good job. Good job.
All right.
I was so sweaty. I don't know if it's because the game or the wine.
Okay. So
Yes.
this person saying the modulation thing, like, it seems that it was not like you don't follow orders blindly, and it seems that you didn't even know that was the case, that your city possibly was attacking other cities. So I will give you until tomorrow to find out if this was another, like a trap, or like someone pretending it's you, or you just didn't. I will give you until tomorrow. And the robbery is so fast that to your eyes it just vanished. Like, it's so fast that it's just blinked.
Okay, so they disappear. All right.
So now you are back to your city, to your the inside part of the city, let's say. And wait, I need to check that the next scene is actually showing what I want. So you are back to the part of the city, and you are like in the ruins of the building. And they tell you, like, this was a nice building that used to have. It's like because the cities on the moons are trying to be like the buildings are for people to live and for do things. Like, so there's a mix of like building for living and factory, basically. So they are the lives that were lost are in the south, and you now need to so. They ask you, and you get a message from the mayor, but it's just like in some kind of tablet, not like you hear and say. and then the mayor say that because the mayor needs to spend most of the current resources in upgrading the defenses of the city, so what happened before doesn't happen again. You need to go and collect resources to help with the repairing of the building. But this is so you know that the mayor it's not like a generic message. Like the mayor is literally basically chatting with you right now. So if you want to ask something, you can do it. So it's like a communication. It's like imagine a futuristic Discord. Like the mayor is literally talking to you. It's not like it's an email or something.
Hey, Mayor, did you actually break your promise and go and attack people? Did you do that?
And the mayor say, I do what is best for my people.
Answer my question. Did you go and attack someone and tell me why?
I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
Why did an attack happen if it happened?
Okay, Jassy, what you ask? No reply, no more reply for chat. What you ask?
Okay. You said you didn't attack. Did you order other people to attack them?
Roll. Roll another d20. The difficulty will be 10. So half and half.
10?
Yeah.
Come on, Jesse. Go on.
3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Okay. Now. So now you are going to tell me why you are closest to the mayor than all than Nebula in front. Like why your character have a closer relationship with the mayor, and that's why the mayor talks to you differently.
Oh, okay. Is a mayor he or she? I forgot.
Just see the mayor is literally you. This is your city.
I know, but like, I don't know. Okay.
Let's say that the mayor is your avatar that you have in the poster. It looks like that.
Okay. Because Eileen helped her when she was trying to be elected to be the mayor. So she owed the mayor owed her like a favor, basically.
Okay, and she tells you you are going out to collect resources, and you will see that things are not easy as other moon settlers make it look. So I have, or we will all have to starve.
Sneaky. I see. Okay. But Mayor only tell it to me, or this is like a.
I thought.
Okay.
I say, imagine this is a Moonscape Discord. It's not like a email, mass email. It's like literally chat 1-to-1.
Okay, just 1-to-1. Okay, got it. All right.
Okay, Simon.
Okay.
What do you want to ask the mayor? You don't know what the mayor say to Nebula or Eileen. You don't know. I mean, your character doesn't know. Frank doesn't know.
I'm not asking anything. I'm just saying a brief few words. That's how dare she?
But you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just jumped to an assumption. Okay. Maybe it's it's too early, but I can be very rash. I just say, how dare she? Just because we have trouble, we attack other people, put them in despair. We need to cooperate. We need to be better than we have been before. I don't care. You listen to me now, man. You listen to me now. We have to be better than we were on Earth. This can't keep happening. We need to cooperate and not fight again. I can't believe. I turn my head. I don't know how the intercom works, but I'll basically hang it up angrily, however it looks. Like,
So
I'm
you
done.
basically put because this is literally chat. You put a GIF of hanging upon like
Yeah, sure, or
violently.
whatever. But they need to know that I'm upset. I don't condone this. And
Okay. You only
Black
receive a
Mayor.
reply. Yeah, you receive a reply that say, "Follow your orders, or your rover will be confiscated."
okay, I won't
So
even
guys,
reply to that.
How can they
so
just confiscate my rover? That's
it belongs to the city, not to you. So you.
I thought this is a civil freedom democracy
No.
build city.
Nope.
Wow.
So technically, you could make your own rover, but they are so expensive that it's like no. Basically, all the rovers belong to them. Most of the rover belongs to the owners of the city. Now, you have two resources. You have rocket juice and kryptonium. Which one you want to go and collect first?
Who's first? Like
Yes, you tell me.
You are.
I mean,
Right?
you three tell me. Which one you want to go and collect first?
Oh, okay. I'm too upset. Someone else.
You're too upset. For me, I would like to collect rocket juice first because rocket is very rare on the moon.
Mhm.
Like it's literally like an outside thing, so it's not like a natural like a kryptonian.
Cool.
What about you, Nebula?
Yeah. You Nebula. What do you think?
I think. Do I have like a machine on my rover that can do like a scan or something?
What kind of scanning you want to do?
For any external materials that shouldn't be there. Find any like chemicals or organic material that I don't know shouldn't be there.
Sure. Let's say that you do it and you don't find anything weird. All right. So are you going to collect rocket juice?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you do have, let's say, several hours, so you can do something before you do it. So, Eileen, if you want to cook for everyone as you wanted before.
Okay, then I'm gonna cook it.
What are you cooking?
Pot roast for alien meat.
Nice. Okay, actually, when you are cooking, the chef, you are cooking and you are like in a big kitchen because you are cooking for a lot of people, and the manager tells you we don't have more. We are getting very low on alien meat, so if you can bring some, please.
Oh, okay, sure. Then, I ask Frank that, hey Frank, don't worry about the beer anymore. I don't want it anymore. Can you, instead of giving me the beer, can you go out and hunt some alien meat? It doesn't need to be cosmic horror. It can just be the tiny one as well.
Mm.
So let's say no one has managed to. Okay, let me roll. Yes, no one has managed to kill an alien horror yet, so you don't know what it tastes like. But the other two you do know, and the small one that is called somath is really gross. Like it tastes really, really disgusting. But the other one, the cestru, it tastes fine. It's kind of similar to alligator.
Okay. So yeah, try your best, Frank, to bring us and if you get the small one, it's just like you need to anticipate that it's gonna taste awful, even though like I try my best to season it with it.
You try brine it, you use wine, everything. Barely eatable. Right.
Still very, very funky. Like the smell is awful.
So
is that a laugh?
No, it will all will be revealed later.
Okay, so Frank. Oh no, sorry. In the order of the chat, so of the string. So Char and Nebula, what do you want to do before going to pick the rocket juice? You can do whatever. You can do something for fun. You can prepare. You can.
Question: Can I? So we're between battles. So by the next battle, am I replenished? Do I have all my like missiles and
So
stuff back?
I am assuming, and I should have said it, by the way. I am assuming that at this moment your rovers are like you are not leaving immediately because your rovers are being repaired and the missiles are being reloaded and things like that.
Okay. Then I would like to.
If you cannot think of something, we can let Frank say what he wants while you
Yeah, I think Frank go first, man. I can't think of anything to do.
Okay, Frank, what are you going to do? Let's say you have several hours. Yeah, like six hours to do something. You can do anything.
Sure thing. Okay, I'll just talk normally because I can't do it. It turns out, while I was so upset, I had a couple of the beers I brewed in the last week. So
Okay.
I might be a bit inebriated. But I'll happily go out and hunt an alien because I'm full of rage and confidence. I want to be the first to kill the cosmic horror. So I'll.
All right. Okay, so you're
That
going to
sounds
try
like
to
a
find a
awful.
cosmic rover, cosmic horror. I for the name of my own alien, a Rebrov. Okay, you roll a d20 as just did, and the difficulty would be 17.
Ooh.
17. That's high.
Yikes!
Woo. Yeah.
All right, my man. Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so you try to find a cosmic horror, and you couldn't even find it. You got attacked by other kind of aliens, and you have to rush back to it. And because of that, your rover is not going to be fully repaired. So you are a -1 on HP for the next.
Oh no. So back to square one. I just upgraded HP now.
Yes. No. And now Char, Nebula.
All right, I've decided that while I would like to go to my house and retrieve a very special alcohol and share it with
Why everything
with
is about
Frank.
booze in this game?
What?
Why everything is about booze in this game?
Hey, man.
Because we're drinking right now, and it's
Exactly.
Friday.
It's Friday.
I envy you so much.
Just
Bring a
because you
special-
don't, yeah.
Just because I drank it all before the game. Yeah.
So now we all have. So don't drink it. Just hold on to it. You can take a sip. It's really delicious. But this is in case we find ourselves out in a battle, and we're gonna die. Might as well die wasted. So hold on to this, so you can have a nice. You can die nice and drunk if it comes to that.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I always wanted to go.
Yes. So you are ready to go, and let me check that the scenario is correct because I need to hide a lot of things. All right. So you are ready to go, and I should be moving the players now. Yes. And now you spend. So who wants to do some tracking? You can do with the drive skill. So basically, you are going to try. You know that in the area you can find an ancient spaceship with full of rocket juice, but you don't know exactly where. So who is going to roll to find it?
I mean, I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can do it. Sure.
Yeah.
So a drive roll.
A drive roll? Okay.
Yes. Amazing. All right. Yes. So you spend it's not too far from the city, so you spend like a few hours, like 2 hours going, and you do find a rocket juice ancient rocket. But
Mm.
the rocket juice, as soon as you approach enough to see it, you notice that it's totally empty. There is nothing inside. It's absolutely empty.
No.
So I need one of you, so Nebula or Flunk, roll drive. To
Both of us or just one?
drive. You can be only one, and see how it goes. Nice. Okay. So by the way, to remind you, the basic difficulty is 13. So if I don't tell you, this 13 is the goal. Okay.
Ooh.
So you get closer to the rocket juice rocket, and you see that there are a lot of like footprints on the ground, but it looks like from an alien. It doesn't look like from a rover or from a person, but it's full of it all around. What you want to do? When I say you, means you three, no, not specifically Nebula.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, there are some alien tracks. What can we do? What can we tell from these alien tracks? Can we tell like what size they are or how many they are? Can we get any information?
Yeah, sure. Roll 1d20, and the difficulty will be easy. 8.
Okay.
You remember how to roll, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yes, you know that is the smallest alien, the Somath, and you know that there are plenty. So you calculate more than a dozen. But what you notice is that the deepness of the footprint is deeper. So it's like the Somath is heavier than usual.
That means they're like carrying something. Probably. Did they steal the juice? I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
Okay. Maybe I was not clear. You can know where they went, so you can follow the track.
Yeah.
Well, shall we?
Should we?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
So you start following the tracks, and as you wait, Roll20 is not being nice to me. Yes. As you can imagine, you manage to reach a few of them, and they are literally carrying rocket juice. So right now they are like work ants. Like they are moving that resource to a place that you yet don't know where it is. What you do? So what you do? Let's start again in the order of the streaming. So Jassy first. Eileen, what you do? You see a bunch of Somath aliens carrying, and this is something that none of you know that could happen. Aliens don't interact with the resources that way.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
So is the I can ask questions. Is the resources explosive? Like if
rocket juice, I would say yes.
Yeah. And I operate with my rover, right?
Yes.
But
if you want to go out of the rover and do something, sure. And that's why we do the D20 roll instead of the speed.
Okay. I want, because I know that the rocket juice is explosive, so I cannot use any rocket and I don't have missile anymore. So.
But you could crash on them. Like you literally have a run.
Oh, I just ran them over. Okay, fair. Well, okay, totally forgot about that. I will run. I'll try to run them over.
Okay, you can run. So do the run attack, and if you score 13, you get 1. If you score 15 or more, you get 2.
Okay.
So just click on it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
So let's say that you.
The luck is at my side.
You squish these 2. And now Nebula.
Yeah.
So we've got a bunch of aliens, and we squished how many?
2.
I'm gonna squish some too. I'm gonna shoot at them. Hold on.
Okay, but you are going to shoot at him.
Are you going to shoot? Because
Can I not?
Mm.
Is it a bad idea?
Very
Okay,
dangerous.
you can say in character, Eileen.
Okay.
Are you crazy?
Be careful because the rocket is explosive. So if it gets near fire, it'll explode, and we're all
But how
gonna
explosive?
die.
Like, can I shoot the far away one? Is that gonna kill me too?
Probably not, but you are going to lose the resource.
Okay. Okay. Well,
How
I'm
about
going
you
to shoot a hole right in front of where one of them is walking, so that it pushes the box into the hole, and so it can't. I assume it can't like pick it up out of the hole.
I mean, you can try. Sure, roll a rocket. Nice. Okay, so you managed to shoot a hole. So let me make a freehand. Yes, here. Oh, wait. So you managed to shoot a hole that is pretty sizable, and this alien got inside and cannot go out. Like it's trapped inside. Now, Flunk.
Okay.
Yeah, since we can squish up to 2 per turn, I'll try Jesse's tactic and just follow in her footsteps.
Okay, click on
correct.
First click on your rover and then click on run.
Yeah.
19, nice. Okay, yes, perfect.
Nice.
So you managed to squeeze these two. And this one, let's say that it's only one, and you managed to kill by yourself, like with some rifle or something that you have on you. But you still don't know where they were taking it. You want and what you have right now is nowhere near enough to repair the building. That is literally your mission: finding enough resources to repair the building that was destroyed. So you want to continue, or what you want to do?
Damn, we should have kept one alive. I didn't consider that.
I don't think you can interrogate an alien, but
yeah, but we could just like let it go and then follow it, right?
You could.
There is one that. Oh
no, the one in the hole.
No, we can recall that and say that you let it out so you can follow it. Sure.
Yeah, if you guys want, I'm not sure how fast they are. Maybe that will take too long, but
might as well give it a shot.
Yeah. They are not that slow. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So let me put these resources on the corner. That means all of these resources you already have it. So you let one of the aliens leave, and you just follow the alien to where it's taking everything. And I am moving things that you cannot see it because they are in the GM section of Roll20. And you get to, you finally manage to see where they taken it.
Okay. No!
What?
What? No.
So there is in front of you. You'll notice too late because the aliens really like to be underground, so they just appear when they hear the vibration of your rover. And in front of you is a Rebrov alien, the one that no one has managed to kill so far. In real life too, by the way.
In real life too, yes. In real actual game too.
And this is where all the others were hoarding the resources. You notice because the eye in the middle starts to shine. So you notice that it sees you, like it already noticed you. And from that distance, it's more than capable to shoot at you. What are you going to do?
Oh, no.
Let's start again with You can pass your turn if you don't want to. We just come back for you later.
Knowing that the alien is surrounded with explosive things, I'm gonna jump out of my rover. I have my full gear on, so I take out my knife and I just dash it to it and then try to blind it with it. blind
Mm.
the beat.
Okay, let me tell you something. If you do that, you need to roll a d20. And if you
Yeah.
and the difficulty will be 20. If you fail, your character dies.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I advise this. I don't know if I advise.
I would
I think
I would like to see
Oh,
you try,
no.
to be honest, but I think we
I
have to say
would
goodbye.
like to try, but wait, the difficulty is 20, so I need to get a full 20.
You need to get a critical 20.
Yeah.
It's a critical 20. And if not, I'm dead. Like,
Yes.
what if it's 18 and I'm severely injured? No? Oh,
Okay.
no negotiation. Damn.
I'm telling you in advance instead of asking you to roll and surprise you are dead. So I am not that evil.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah.
Maybe we can come up with a plan, right? Because everyone that
What?
failed fighting them always was on their own, but we are 3 people now, so we have a numbers
okay.
advantage.
Fair.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, we could.
Maybe.
Eileen, do you still want to do something, or you pass your turn and do something?
No. Can I change? Can I change
Yeah,
what
of
I
course.
want to do?
Of course.
Okay. Then instead of doing that, I will use our telecon to tell everyone, to talk to everyone and say, hey, we need to fight these things all together because it's gonna be very hard. So we need to come up with a strategy. How about we just drive around, like 3 of us just drive around and get him very distracted, and then hit him when he's not looking, like when he's looking at other cars, and just like bump into him, and then he'll turn around, and then we just keep on doing that.
I have an amendment to this plan. We circle
Yes.
him as 3, and then on the count of 3 or whatever, all 3 of us go in different directions, and at that same time, we just sacrifice the rocket juice, shoot at it, blow it up, try to kill it.
Oh.
Mm.
Yes, if you do that, it's fine, but you still are lacking, so you will need to find rocket juice somewhere else.
Yeah.
You need 10, and you have 5.
Oh. Okay. Maybe. Okay. I have another amendment. The second amendment comes now. How about we try? Like, the plans are great. We, instead of just shooting at the rocket juice, we lure to one of the sides. So either to behind him, or so there's like 4 stacks of 3, right? So we need 5. So 2 stacks would be enough.
Yeah.
We lure to one of the sides and then blow up the rocket juice. So maybe that would be enough to kill it or critically injure it. But we would still have 6 left over if we manage to limit the damage.
We could try.
We can try. Yeah. Sounds like
Okay.
a good idea.
Now I ask Jassy, the person in real life, not the character. Do we have time, or we cut and do it next? Because it's already 7,
we
8,
got
55.
6 more minutes.
No way.
We can make it a cliffhanger.
For this
Yeah,
move,
we can start it now. Like we start
Okay,
the
so
attack
you
and before.
start. We don't roll. So you start doing that, and then you start circling around the Rebrov like this. Basically, one of you on each side, and you notice that the Rebrov at the beginning is starting to get confused, like starting to look around, but then it's the lights in the eyes shine, so you know you are ready. It's ready to shoot.
Okay.
So it has a target now, and you don't know who.
Oh.
And you know that one shot is enough to destroy a rover.
Oh, okay.
And everyone come back next week.
Yeah.
This is
I-
so hard. Ah.
I think we need to start the action at least, right? So we have a good cliffhanger. I think we all drive to
Yeah, I
one
think that
side.
is- I think that is the cliffhanger then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Simon
just-
wants to add more. Simon wants
Yeah.
to... What if? But what about?
Okay. So just ends. It zooms in on the alien. We see the eyes light up, and that's
Dun, dun,
in the
dun.
next
Yeah.
scene.
Literally that.
And then the string is like target.
Target
yeah.
acquired, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
I was like targeted. No. Yeah.
Whoosh.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, mine is too bright.
Yeah.
All right.
Who is
this
going to
gonna be
die
our...
next game?
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Let's see.
But that would be so sad. Like the beginning of the role play, just this person died. All right, bye.
No. If that happened, then that player will choose another Robert. We have 2 more Roberts to choose from, and another character,
cool.
of course.
All right, cool.
Hey, actually, yes.
Okay.
Homework. You 3 think about a character in case you die.
Okay.
Okay.
Another
All right.
character building. Okay. Give me a week to
Literally,
think of a name.
for next week. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is our cliffhanger. Like, okay, see you next time thing. All right. Cool. Let me stop the screen. Well, thank you guys so much for coming here and joining me, and all of the people.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, have a good Friday and a good weekend, everyone.
Likewise.
Yeah, catch you guys next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank you
tuning in.
guys so much.
Bye.
All right. Have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Bye. All right, that was everyone. So how do you guys feel? I think today is a very exciting gameplay. Like there are so many decisions we need to make, but also very important is that thank you guys so much for keep on watching and hanging out here. I don't get many questions here today, but that's okay. Don't forget that the actual game Moonscape Early Access Phase 2 is ending this Sunday. So for those who play it and is continuing to playing, don't forget to go take out your tokens, and when the session is ended, don't forget to take back if you imported the city NFT, don't forget to take it back. If you stake your MSCP in it, don't forget to unstake it as well. We already have our instruction on our website, so don't forget to go to seascape.network to go and see all of the instruction. And if you have any question, feel free to contact us through Telegram or Discord. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys later. Bye.